So with the plumbing and the irrigation sorted and this hectic work that was done on this farm in the last 2 weeks, it's time to take a seat, press the reset button, and look to see what the new goals will be. And get a haircut, of course. So part of keeping animals is practicing animal husbandry and just maintenance and fixing up little ailments. So Malapuff has a sore eye, which I'm going to clean now with, I've got some salt water in here and some little gauzy things. And this is something that I actually haven't been showing on the channel because some people say they don't want to see lots of pig stuff. But if you keep animals, you've got to attend to cuts and scratches and infections or whatever they get. And this is part of what I do every day as well. So I'm going to go and sort out Malapuff now. Right, I've cleaned Malapuff's eye as much. I couldn't really see what I'm doing because her ears hang over it, but I had to lift her ear up and she didn't want to stop eating. But of course, Coco Pop, being the nosy pig that she is, had to come and see what was in this container. So she put her dirty sandy nose in my salt water mixture, and can't use that anymore. But I had already luckily cleaned Malapuff's eye. So the Bluetti is powering a pressure pump so that I don't have to keep filling the top 2 tanks to keep up the pressure for the gravity watering system. This pressure pump means that I can then go all the way till the tanks are empty. So I've got 2 tanks to use. Wow, look at the water pressure coming out now with that pressure pump on. Only 5 piglets left. 2 of them are going on Friday. So soon there will be no more. Out of those 10 that were here, they going to their new homes quite quickly now. Pigs are enjoying the cold water. One of the piglets has just climbed in, is swimming, but you can see the mother's starting to get irritated with piglets now. Well, Apple Pie is managing to lie down in the little wallow that it's created. Look at this little piglet in the water, swimming. Right, so this is the normal flow, and now we're going to see okay, there's still nothing. Oh, I'm not showing it. We got the pressure pump started. Right, you can see how much stronger it is with the pressure pump on. Oh, he's enjoying being in his wallow. But you can see he's left carrots. Okay, so I threw out all the pumpkin that he didn't eat. Now I see he doesn't eat carrots either. So he only eats fruit. Oreo is not a vegetable eater. Are you, Oreo? No vegetable eating, yeah, right. I'll throw these carrots over the fence. I'm sure Chris will eat them because Chris is over there at the moment. He's also been going in the wallow next to the tank. Right, the pipe is now buried under the road, but this does mean that no more driving down to this area, because if you want to drive down to this area, then you have to bury this pipe as well. So this fence now has some wires strung very tightly at the bottom, so that should stop any pigs going under the fence. But Cocoa Pop and Malapuff were only coming under the fence because Oreo had made that huge hole. They don't actually make the holes themselves. And Chris and George Cooney don't even attempt to go under the fence. As you can see, the flush toilet has water in it. So if I press the button, woohoo! Look at that! Right, the irrigation in the fruit orchard is also set up. Hopefully it's going to be able to revive the trees that are looking very, very sad. So hopefully we can save a couple of trees. Some of them are looking quite good, but others look like dead sticks, so we'll have to see. These are all the trees that I planted here December 2020. So it would be good if they can come alive again. This little fig tree is probably still the same size it was when I planted it December 2020. But at least it's got one leaf and a new shoot coming. So there is hope for this fig tree. Can this apple tree be saved? Fingers crossed. My little vineyard is all set up now, so let's hope these grapevines come back from the dead. This one's still got a few green leaves, so let's hope. That one's not looking too bad. This one's actually looking quite good. And that one's not too bad either. I have not seen the well this low. Look at this. December 2020, I was just reaching a bucket and just scooping water out the top.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an air.
I'm on my friend's beautiful farm over here. They have lots of pear trees laden with pears, and they said I can knock myself out and take a whole lot for the pigs. So I am about to go pear picking. I have the boxes from the pressure pump and the toilet, which are nice big boxes, which I'm going to fill up with pears. Right, they also told me to pick oranges from this tree. The oranges are way past their best, but the pigs will still love them. So this morning I heard my inverter beeping, and it was flashing, the fault thing was flashing red, and it was showing error 04. When I came back now from picking pears, the beeping has stopped, the error message has stopped, the fault is no longer flashing, but it's not showing any input. The fan and the fridge are the only two things on at the moment. I don't know if this means that, does that mean that the battery's full? I don't know what that means over there. But the charge light is flashing, so I don't know if that means that it's still charging. But if it's charging, why is it showing 0 input? If someone can explain, I'd love to hear. I don't know anything about my solar system. So I'm going to make a crumbed chicken for dinner. Even though I don't have crumbs and I don't have eggs to dip in to make the crumbs stick. So I'm going to show you what I am going to do. So I'm first going to just season. I'm going to do one side at a time. So I'll just season it. This is Inner Parman's garlic and herb mixture, which I will just sprinkle liberally on here. I do like flavor. And I have some salt and pepper mixture. So I'll just put some on as well. To give it a little bit of a bite, I've got some Cajun spice. So I'll put a little bit of that. And then I have some paprika. Paprika and chicken always go well together. Sort of give a bit of a liberal. Right, so I've got my own KFC chicken mixture here. Right, so the next thing that you're going to do, because you don't have eggs, you can actually put on mayonnaise. If it comes out of the, I must just be patient. Right, so you put mayonnaise on your chicken. So this is going to act like the egg that's going to make your crumbs stick to the chicken. So I just liberally squeezing out some mayonnaise on my chicken. Right, now you might be asking, what are you going to use if you don't have crumbs? Well, some potato chips. If you crush them, you just squeeze them, break them up a little bit in your hand, and I'll sprinkle that on the top. And it'll sort of stick to the mayonnaise parts as well. So you just put that on. Okay, I'll keep the rest for the other side, and this is now going to go into the oven while I go and feed my pigs. Put it on my lowest setting because I don't want it to burn while I go and feed. I don't know how long feeding the pigs is going to take. I'm watching these clouds roll in, and I don't know if it's worth getting excited about these clouds or if they're just going to roll past like other clouds do. But these ones seem quite a bit darker. I reckon somewhere it's going to be raining. Hopefully it's going to be on my farm. So I've filled a bucket of some of the good pears because I want to make that pear, lime and ginger jam that I made last year that was so delicious. And I also want to make a pear clafouti for a friend's birthday next weekend. Right, I've turned the chicken over and prepared the other side with the same blend of spices, the mayonnaise and the potato chips. Back into the oven. Right, going to be using the Blue Yeti to power this pressure pump to get the water across the road to the pigs. Let's hope I can do this by myself. Okay, plugged in the pump. I'm now going to power up the Blue Yeti. I've got to switch that one on as well. So that's on. And now I turn this on. So hopefully, yep, let's go and look across the road. Okay, water is gushing, so let's direct it to proper places. That pressure pump is amazing. Doesn't take much to actually fill up. And the water bowls, the water barrel, and create wallows. I love it. Thank you, anonymous plumber, for what you set up before you left. It's honestly so easy now. It's just turning on taps to get the water going. And then all I have to do is just direct the hose. Angie's a woman of many talents.
Well, we don't know yet. Haven't quite seen the finished product.
But I don't know why Nick keeps laughing. I'm a bit worried.
It's the big bowl patches.
Oh my God.
It's aeration.
But I will be cool in the bald patches. So if I look at the goal setting board that I had set up, I have completed quite a few of these goals. So I need to start actually crossing things off and seeing what I have left to do. So if I look under garden and veg, maintain water veg, I can actually cross that off because all my vegetables died. Water fruit trees, yep, that's been done. Oh, this pen isn't working. Typical. That pen doesn't work. Right. So maintain and water the veg. Let's see if I can get this. Oh my goodness, this doesn't even wipe off. Obviously it wants me to keep it on. Yeah. I don't know. There we go. Finally. Right. So if I take that off. Water fruit trees, that's an ongoing thing. Irrigation, sorted. Plant corn and melons, can take that off. Tidy the front garden. Oh my goodness, that's ongoing because the dogs keep bringing stuff, but I can take that off. The plant starts. Pig poop I've gathered up. I'm going to put that in the compost. So yeah, most of that can come off. Under the cottage restoration, plumbing can come off. The cordwood prep can come off. Pointing is basically done. The cement wall is finished. Paint the cement wall, I've done that. Insulating the roof and tiling the floor is still got to be done. And then if I look at the animals and farm, daily feeding goes on. The vet is booked for blood. She'll be coming to do it once she's recovered from her breast cancer surgery. Complete chicken coop, haven't even looked at that. 2 new maternity houses, done. Maintain fence, done. Sort electric fence, done. Fence the water mine area, haven't done that. Collect dead branches, that's still got to happen. The wood chipping, feed troughs, still got to happen. Strimming, done. And the pig watering and the pig pools, done. And then this admin, I've collected all the receipts. I still haven't done the cash book. I've done my Via Verde. I've done the visit reports. The matriculation process has started. Residency, I have the appointment for the visa thingy, and that scan and form, done. So if I remove all the things that have been done, this is what I am left with. But the residency and the matriculation thing, that's all underway. Yeah, so that is happening. So that can probably be taken off. But what I think I need to do is change this format now into big goals and small goals, because I have lots of small jobs that need to be done, and fewer big jobs that need to be done. So before I can get onto the big jobs, I need to get, oh, the dogs are barking at something. But before I get onto the big jobs, I need to get onto the smaller jobs first, because they just distract me from the big jobs. So now with the plumbing and the irrigation done, which were the big jobs, it is now time to start with a clean slate and set new goals. So I thought I'd take my board and I'd divide it up into big jobs and small jobs. And you can see the big jobs is a far smaller section than the small jobs, because there's a lot of small jobs that need to be done, and if I don't write them down, I am not going to maybe remember to do them or think about them, because there's so many. But these small jobs are definitely distracting me from the big jobs, so I'm going to make up my list, and then as I start getting them done, I can start ticking them off. So I've worked out my list. So the big jobs, it's the cordwood wall. So I'm actually going to be starting with that tomorrow, which will be Sunday. The kitchen floor tiles, I've still got to buy the tiles, but yeah, that kitchen floor has got to be tiled. The kitchen ceiling, the insulation has got to be done. That's quite a big job. So that's on my list of big jobs. The bathroom wall, I've got to, now that it's starting to cool down, I've got to get back onto the bathroom wall and get that finished, because we couldn't install the shower until I've got that bathroom wall done. And then I want to make another pig pen in the oak forest area, because those oak trees at the moment are laden with acorns, and when they start dropping, if I've got a pig pen there, besides being nice and shady, the pigs can pick their own acorns. So when when all the babies have gone from the sows, I would like to have all the females in the oak forest pig pen, because I'm not going to put them with the males until December or January. I'm not going to have pigs pregnant in summer again. It's just way too hot for them. And then the chicken coop has to be done as well. So if I start looking at the small jobs, as you can see, there's a lot. So the bark, which is now all in that trolley, I need to be able to use the trolley again. So the bark has got to be put into bags that I can use in winter when I make fires. I've got to repack that shed, because we've been taking tools out and just putting stuff back. Nothing is in its right place. It's completely disorganized. I've got to sort it out and pack tools away again there. The bee boxes and that, all the frames I'm not using, and the honey supers and all of that, I need to put that in the shed, but I've got to repack the shed in order to get the bee boxes put in. And then boxes and all the plastic bottles that I was using when I was collecting water in bottles, those bottles can now go into the rubbish. So, and then the boxes that we were using, well, that some of the fittings and stuff came in, we got empty boxes all around. That's got to be collected with the bottles, taken to the rubbish. So generally a big tidy up over here. Oreo's water barrel, I've got to secure that and tie that up so that he can't roll it around his pen. And then the pen that Maggie was in, I've got to cable tie chicken wire around it because her babies were just getting through the fence and wandering everywhere, but that's why I've put her in with Tim Tam now, so that the babies are not able to wander everywhere. The kitchen sink area, I've got to tile that because I don't want to get water on the OSB, otherwise that messes up. The composting toilet that I built when I was still in Norway, that's not going to be retired. I'm going to move that up to the camping area so it can then be used if people are camping there with their tents. The greenhouse cover, I'm going to pack that away because that is still usable. The actual frame, I think, is not going to be able to be used again. So I'm going to have to build something with wood, and then I'll have the greenhouse cover. And then, like the glass bottles that I've been collecting and people have been giving to me, I've got to wash and cut and prepare the bottles to make bottle bricks for my bathroom wall. And I might have some bottle bricks in between my cordwood as well. And then I've got to make sort of like box covers for the pumps, I think, so to protect them during the rainy season, and put insulation around it for winter, or inside it for winter. And then I've got like wood that trees that were chopped down earlier this year that are still lying where they were chopped down. I've got to get that all turned into firewood ready for winter. So these are some of the small jobs that have to be done, and the big jobs. So it's always good to reset and set yourself new goals. So these bottles all need to be washed and turned into bottle bricks. These plastic bottles and these empty boxes can be thrown away. Well, that's it for these last few days. I have to be honest. Thursday, I drove the anonymous plumber to Lisbon to the airport and back again. And at the same time, my son's wife was in labor. So because I was so focusing on the labor on my way back, I missed the turnoff to Castelo Branco. And once you miss the turnoff, you got to just keep on driving to the next city. So really, it actually ended up putting on 2 hours onto my journey. So instead of taking 2.5, 3 hours to get back, I took 5 hours to get back from Lisbon. But I had my first grandchild, and so that is very exciting. Yeah, so Thursday, there was no work. Friday, I went and picked pears and, yeah, just kept looking at photographs of my new grandson. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you know friends who might be interested in watching this old lady try and live off grid, please share my videos with them to help my subscribers go up. And if you can comment, that'll be amazing. And like the video, give it a thumbs up. Brilliant. So for all of those that have bought coffees and given super thanks, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you know how much money I have spent on plumbing fittings the past 2 weeks, your eyes might actually drop out of your head. Seriously. I probably spent double what I had budgeted for, but I don't regret it. And because I now have infrastructure that I never had before. So it has made my life easier. So every cent has been worth it. But it just does mean that things are a little bit tight for the next little while. But middle of September, I start with my online work again. So having this infrastructure in is going to make it so much easier for me to do the online work without worrying about having to fetch water and carry buckets everywhere. So it's been a life changer. And once again, I'd like to thank the anonymous plumber, because you know what? Someone said to me, oh, why is he doing this? People don't do things because they're nice. Well, you know what? He is nice, and he did do it because he was nice. So thank you so much to the anonymous plumber. And in the meantime, keep safe, keep sane, and I'll see you in the next video, because there's lots and lots of work planned.